The Principles of Intelligent Urbanism, or PIU, is a set of 10 axioms for urban design and city planning. The PIU are commonly seen in city plans in India and Southeast Asia. In this presentation, I will be describing the 10 components that compose the Principles of Intelligent Urbanism. The first principle of the PIU stresses that urban development does not put too much pressure on the environment. It promotes a natural renewal of resources, allowing the natural ecosystem to replenish itself. Underlying the principle is a relationship between the fauna and the flora. It also restricts flagrant acts against nature, including practices such as quarrying and dumping of industrial waste. The principle of creating a balance with tradition seeks to transmit the atmosphere and heritage of the existing space onto the new urban area. It is important to preserve architectural style and spacing. The balance with tradition offers attention to historical structures through the city layout. The new city plan should be able to frame current vistas and other visual assets. The principle of appropriate technology is not about technology within the city, but rather the technology used to build and develop the urban area. Management and production of the project should be followed in accordance with local frameworks. When there are abundant craftsmen, labor-intensive methods should be used for construction. When there is a large savings, capital-intensive methods are appropriate. The fourth principle, conviviality, focuses on how the urban design can foster social interaction. According to the PIU, there are 5 social tiers listed on this slide. Through city development, opportunities for residents to gather and meet can be created. The development of social spaces to reflect the needs of each tier can be used to produce a stronger, more interactive community. The principle of efficiency promotes a balance between the uses of resources, including time, with the benefits the community receives from urban development. The sharing of public land, roads, facilities, and infrastructural systems is encouraged. The PIU aims to achieve a delicate mix between forming a community density that is high enough to keep household and operating costs low, but not so large as to overcrowd the area. Human Scale advocates the creation of pedestrian-friendly public spaces with a wide availability of public movement. This ensures that public pathways and hubs will serve as social interaction points. The principle of Human Scale encourages the integration of residential, work, and commercial spaces. The PIU trusts, by counteracting urban sprawl, it can enrich the human condition. The seventh principle, the opportunity matrix, sees the city as a way for the individual to develop personally, socially, and economically. The PIU acknowledges that not every individual will have the same access to their needs, but sees the city as a tool for the individual to attain them. The PIU promotes guaranteed access to education, healthcare, safety, transportation, and an economic foundation. The principle of regional integration recognizes that the city and region are interconnected and the city must be built in accordance with regional needs. Urban planners must acknowledge that growth of the city will create growth in the region, restricting available space. There is overflow between the two when it comes to job and housing opportunities. The balanced movement principle advocates a large spread of transport systems, including walkways, bike paths, bus lanes, underground metros, and automobile roads. Transport channels should connect high-density public nodes, which can be accessed through low-technology transportation methods. At these exchange sites, mixed-use urban villages can develop. The PIU accepts the efficiency of the car, but does not believe its use should be required for urban life. Intelligent urbanism maintains that to be successful, all principles must be applied in accordance with local regulations and should uphold civic responsibilities. City projects must be undertaken with development control to prevent for-profit players with no commitment to city growth. All land must be surveyed legally, and structures should be built under a municipal building code.